Hey, what's going on? David Haun with Modern Broker here. I'm here with the Tulare County Market Report for July of 2021, and we're going to be comparing June 2021's numbers to June of 2020 and also to last month, May, or the previous month, May of 2021. We obviously don't have July's numbers yet, and that's why we're using June's numbers. And the idea here is to see what the market's done over the last year and then see what it's done, over the past month to try to get an idea of the trends and maybe predict where things are going. So we're going to start with the median sale price. When I started in real estate in August of 2018, the median sale price was around $245,000. And you can see here, June of 2020, it was only $265,000. So that's only a $20,000 increase in about 2 years. But if you look over the last year, it's jumped up to $320,000. That's a 17% increase, about $55,000. That's huge. When COVID hit, if you had asked me, what I thought the market would do, I definitely would not have predicted this. I might have thought that buyers were going to have a harder time getting into the market, that, jobs would be harder to come by, maybe people are losing income. What really happened was the government flooded people with cash, and that cash gave folks the ability to put their down payments together, get closing costs together, and a lot more buyers entered the market than we expected. And at the same time, I feel like sellers tightened up, whether it was wanting to avoid getting sick themselves or wanting to avoid the liability of people coming in and out of their house with COVID going on. We just didn't have the listings to support the massive influx of buyers. And we're gonna see over the next few slides how those trends have affected the market, but you can really see how it's affected price. It's just skyrocketed. Over the last month, though, between May 2021 and June of 2021, you can see it leveled off, which is, maybe a sign that things are going to turn, maybe not, we'll see. So looking at new listings, we got 495 new listings this month. We had 456 last month, so we're doing a little bit better this month than last month. And a year ago, we had 429, so that would have been about here. You can see we're doing okay with new listings. It's just a massive influx of buyers that are changing the game. The houses on the market, the houses coming on the market is about the same, but the homes that are available to the buyers is much lower, and we're going to see that in the next slide as well. So this is the homes for sale, and you can just see how that's dead dropped. Despite the new listings being about what we would expect, the homes available are just dropping, and that's because, again, the massive influx of buyers are eating them up. They're not lasting on the market very long. We got about a week on the market, and we'll look at days on market here in a minute. But you can see 383 homes in June of 2021 available on the market compared to 754 the previous year. That's about half. That's half the availability of half of the available inventory that we would expect in June. So, and even from the previous month, it's dropped again. So we're still declining here. This is a great sign for sellers. It's going to keep prices competitive, and it's keeping things tough for buyers. Looking at average days on market, we're looking at 7 right now. So homes are lasting about a week on the market before they're gone. And so if you have a listing, if you're selling your house right now and you've been on for more than a week and you're thinking, hey, that's nothing. You know what I mean? You're right. In most markets, a year ago, 24 days would be the average. You know what I mean? So you've got a couple weeks. But now with 7 days being the average sale time, and honestly, I usually don't have them last that long. We've usually got an offer chosen by day 3 or 4 at this point, and we're maybe negotiating for that next couple of days. So I would tell you, if you see something come on the market as a buyer, jump on it. And if you're a seller and you're past that 7 days, it's time to start evaluating your price, because the competitiveness in the market is absolutely crazy. So again, it's dropped significantly from a year ago. It's actually up a little bit from last month. Last month it was only 6. So I mean, it's pretty much the same. I wouldn't say that that's a real trend to watch there. All right, so median percent of last list price. What this means is the sale price compared to the list price. So 100% would be that it sold at list price. 101% would mean that it sold 1% above list price. 99% would mean that it sold 1% below list price. So basically, starting in March of 2020, we've been set at 100% pretty consistently all the way through. That means homes are pretty much selling at exactly what they're listed for. Real estate agents typically know what we're doing when we're pricing properties, and that probably plays into that to a point. But it shows that the market's been fairly predictable up until real recently, where it spiked again. It spiked up to 100.8%, which doesn't seem like a lot, But again, that's over the asking price, and the asking price, as we saw before, has been increasing month to month as well. So you've got that. You did have a decline to 100.3%, but it's still, again, above asking price. And again, these seem really low to me because most of the listings that I've had are selling for 5%, 10%, even 15% above asking price. It's absolutely bananas right now. These statistics really don't even show how crazy it is when you price a home properly. You know, I feel like really the list price has just increased so fast that this isn't really showing as much as it could. So anyway, I want to thank you again for watching. Oh man. So really, I don't think this chart is showing the full effect of how much buyers are paying right now, you know, because you're missing that increase in list price that's been consistent and a really aggressive increase in list price over the last, year or so. So between that and all the other things that we've covered, again, you're seeing it's still a really, really competitive market. I hear a lot about how it's about to turn and things are going to drop off. With all the money that's entered the market over the last year, 30% of our money supply entered the United States, money supply over the last year. I feel like that's going to counteract all this growth. You know what I mean? We're going to see it plateau at some point. We're going to see it level off. Rates are going to start going up at some point, and that's going to help push things down too. But I don't expect a big drop off like a lot of people are talking about. But I'm not a fortune teller, so we'll see. So until next time, I want to thank you guys for watching. I plan to keep doing this segment. Next week, I might do just Visalia, and maybe the next week I'll do just Tulare, so we can kind of keep it going, even though we only get monthly statistics. But if you enjoyed it, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments or shoot me a DM. I'd be happy to answer. Thanks.